I've done the math. 5 times, I think, in 13 years. You know how hard, obviously, it is to get here. Does it get even more special for you to get back here and for your team, seeing how difficult it is?
Well, first of all, I think it's neat that, that I look at it that the players are treating me. They won the games. I get to go to Omaha. They got to play, and so I am very appreciative of that, and I'm well aware that they're the ones that play the game. But it is special, and each team is different. Just seeing the guys that never experienced that is really something. I think Max, and you guys probably know this, is the only one that's ever experienced it. So for all these kids that have never had the opportunity to play in that environment, I'm really happy for them. I think it's something that every team, only 8 teams out of 298 Division I teams, everybody has Omaha somewhere on their wall or something. And I think it's kind of cool that maybe we were a big part of that, of teams thinking they could win it that weren't supposed to win it, not the traditional powers. So it's cool for us to go back.
Coach, is it kind of cool that your players can lean on guys like Kevin, Andy, and Jake, who also went to Omaha as well?
Yes, I mean, that's really neat. They all have that experience, and each one of them, of course, Tyler's got a big ring and Cav's got a little one, because Tyler's is with a natty and Cavs is with the Pac-10 or 12. I can't remember if it was 12 by then, but anyway. So that he can rib him a little bit about that.
Did you jump right into Fullerton stuff right away, or give yourself a
time
to breathe?
You've been doing a lot of things, and that's one of the things I've been doing, and that's why I'm not shaved right now, because I got up, went to Mass, got out of Mass, and went to the film room, and there you go.
What stands out to you about Fullerton?
They're just so diverse in what they do. They can hurt you playing short game. They got really good pitching. The guy's going to throw against us is a 3rd round pick. And they've been there so many times. The tradition is great. They're well coached. There's just a very, very good team.
Can you speak on your players that were drafted, and how cool was that for those kids?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of neat. I asked all the pitchers yesterday if they thought that Raz had been online looking at new cars yet. Because he's supposed to buy each one of them a toy car, right? And then he drives in with the big one. So I have. I've talked to each and every one of them. Very proud of them. That's something special. It's really kind of a crazy time of year for us. I don't know if there's any other school in the World Series that's still taking finals. So we got Super Regional, finals, the draft, and so it is what it is.
KJ was one of those players, and obviously had such a great Super Regional with those 2 big home runs. Just what were you seeing from him as far as why he was able to swing the bat as well as he was this past
weekend? I just think he started getting more confident. I think that he got hurt twice this year. He hurt his thumb, and then he sprained his ankle. And I think when you're in your draft year, you're always trying to really do a lot of good things. And so I think he put a little pressure on himself. I think he finally got to that point where he felt healthy. He also got some confidence, and felt like the pressure's off. I think all the information for the draft was in, and so I'm happy for him.
That Omaha has been the goal all year long, and obviously, how do you sort of balance the factor of it, being what it is, but also just trying to keep it business as usual and realizing that you have more to play for?
Well, you play day by day. I tried to put everything in perspective, and I try to get these guys to understand that there's a fine line between going back there and being ready to go and being competitive and being energized and being tight. And I think, as was mentioned, there's some people on our staff that have been there. Nobody's been there more than me, so I really have to give them guidance. I think as to this is another venue. It's special, it's big, but it's just another game, and then we got to play it like that. But we also have to understand how good the competition is. So I think we'll do a good job of that. We just got to come out and play well. The thing you always get concerned about is who looks around and sees how big the stadium is every once in a while. And so I guess I could get him doing that Hoosiers thing, and take him out there and hey, Jake, take that tape to home plate. Take it to the mound. So,
do you have cross paths, relationships at all with any of the other coaches that are there?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've visited with probably every one of them there. As a matter of fact, I went to a basketball game this year. I saw Indiana play Kentucky at Indiana, and Schloss was there. Jim Schlossnagel from TCU, And Tracy Smith and I went together, the coach at Arizona State. So, yeah, I've talked to Mike Martin at a convention, and obviously I've seen Vanderhook was the assistant at UCLA for a while. So, yeah, you cross paths with all of them, and that's pretty neat.
You can end up playing a lot of games in Omaha. Do you feel better going in and seeing what Femmel did? And I know Sam gave you some good innings in the playoffs so far. Does that help you as far as?
Well, for sure. For sure. I mean, nobody expected Femmel to give us 9 innings, and I watched it on tape the other night and still can't believe it. So. And Sam's been really, really good. We thought he'd get better, and so I'm really happy for him.
With Raz not pitching last weekend, does it potentially give you options to tweak the order a little bit, or you kind of expect it to generally stay the same?
Well, I think that's a good question. I think we've got options. I think you could close with Raz because there's that gap between the games. You obviously got to win a game there or keep going, but there's that gap to where you could say, hey, you could close and then get in as a starter as well, or you could just say we're just going to gear him up to be a starter. So anyway, all those things are things that we've been thinking about.